Hi Will, thought I'd do you a quick video. I've been doing the middleware build function list. It's been giving me a bit of a headache, but um, I'm trying to also look at the enterprise endpoints as well, because some of this, depending on how the API is going to work, will determine kind of how we need to work a little bit. So, for example, one of my questions here is on the plugin side. So I'm assuming we're gonna have like a function that allows us to get all products, whether it dumps it into a file or whatever. I don't know, but basically on the middleware build document, I've put the get products bulk. So the plugin function, I've just said get all. Now, my question is I can't get all the details from the products in one call, if you see what I mean. The way that it looks as though this is working, there's an inventory basic stock list, and that returns a list of very basic information. And the idea, I thought, was that we would then go and get the inventory, go and get the detailed stuff for each one. Now, where that sits, that loop, is the question. So the plugin function, the way I've written this, or sort of laid this out, is that I feel as though it needs to do a get all, and it's going to do a get all, and it's going to be returned a list of products, basic information. So that's going to be one call. The middleware will do the loop to loop through, I believe, because obviously it's got this next page idea. Once that's returned to the plugin, I believe that the plugin should then loop through each and do a get ID on each of the products to pull the information back. I can't see how. I mean, obviously we won't be running this very often, but I can't see a paginated version that allows us to get detailed products. So that's one of my problems that I'm seeing. I've been looking through the API documentation, and unless you can spot something, I couldn't spot it. I can get this basic list. So that's one question, is basically, are we gonna when we're getting stuff in bulk, are we gonna basically say, right, give us all the top level IDs or codes, and then we're gonna loop through and get them. And that way, I know it'll be slow, but unless we can find out another way of getting the the product information in bulk, then we're possibly going to have to do that. The other question that I've got is related to the data definition, validating and mapping the data that comes out of the ERP system back to the plugin. So you obviously got this mapping functionality in this document. What I started doing, I don't know if you want to go this route, in the same way that we've got that enterprise function that does the gets, I wondered whether we would have a WooCommerce mapping underscore function. So what we could do is we could load a mapping function that's specific to WooCommerce for that function, and it would then it would do the mapping. So it would know that it would be receiving the data in one structure, and it needed to pass it back in another. Obviously the fields and the validation we would need in the database, because we need to say which are the actual fields we need, but it's the actual structural side, how we're actually going to package up the transform one data structure into another data structure. That's where I'm struggling. So I just wondered whether we should have this WooCommerce underscore mapping underscore function that would be responsible for doing that, so each function would know what it needs to do.